Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. Today I want to get into a pair of shoes. It's a GR Dunk. They're actually referred to as the Georgetown Dunks. I went after these in my size and was unable to hit, but they had full family sizing for these, and I ended up getting a W on a size 6.5 in grade school sizing. So I think that equates to a men's size 6.5. I think that's pretty much the way it goes, that grade school sizing just kind of meets where men's sizing begins, if that makes any sense. I gave them a quick look and they look really clean. I love this color combination. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Georgetown Dunk Lows. Alright, so like always, I'm a creature of habit. Start with the box. Standard Nike box, no big deal. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low GS, because as I said, this is a grade school size pair. It's a size 6.5. Colors are labeled as Wolf Gray and Dark Obsidian, and the retail price on these was $85 US. And these are so nice looking, in my humble opinion. A lot of times with the GR releases of Dunks, when you know that there's just massive amounts of pairs and large quantities, I know that the quality control is always a concern. Well, at least I know it is a concern of mine. Sometimes I've gotten pairs that I have just been completely in shock that they, made it past the QC checks, and I've been pretty disappointed with them. Does anybody else have a severe ladybug infestation right now? I don't know if, yeah, you can see that. We moved here in 2019. I've never had issues with ladybugs, but we've got them everywhere. But this isn't a bug channel, this is a shoe channel. I really like these Georgetown colors on any retro silhouette, and this is no exception to that. I just think these look great, and I looked at them real quick in the house before I came out to do the video, and they look really nice and clean. The leather is what you would expect on a GR Dunk. It's not buttery, it's not super soft, but I just appreciate that it's really clean looking, and there's no really obvious flaws. The toe boxes are shaped nicely. There's nothing wonky about the midsole. The stitching all looks nice and neat, but we'll get more into the detail here in a moment. I'm just very happy with my initial look at these shoes. It really makes me wish I had them in my size, I know that. To kick it off, we've got a standard Dunk outsole in that dark obsidian color. Looks nice. It says Nike there at the midfoot. And then as we get to the side, we see that that dark obsidian outsole comes up to meet a bright white midsole. And we've got bright white stitching on that. And once again, it just looks clean. And I love the way the white pops up against that dark blue and that nice shade of gray. The gray really reminds me of the color on the Notre Dunks. And actually, just everything about these gives me the same vibes that the Notre Dunks do. Although they've got furry suede and everything on them. But just all the way around, it looks nice and neat. And then coming up from the midsole to the mudguard, we'll take a look at this dark obsidian leather. And it feels like it's, you know, this isn't super soft or anything like that. I would compare it to mid leather, really, and I don't have any problem with that, just because they look really, really neat, and it feels like the shoe is just going to hold up for a long time, and it just looks so daggone good. But you've got that dark obsidian there on the mudguard, and then coming up to the eye stays on the swoosh, and then coming around the back of the heel and also up on this heel tab, we've got that dark obsidian leather. All of those areas have dark obsidian stitching. Looks like it matches pretty well, and the only thread or stitching that you'll see really jump off of there is this little bit of white stitching that goes across the swoosh. But then coming to the toe box, you can see those classic perforations that you have on dunks, and this is that nice wolf gray color. Looks really, really good. This wolf gray leather has the same feel as the blue leather. Again, it's not super soft or anything, but it does feel like it's good enough quality, and I just love the color of it. But you've got that on the toe box, and then on the side panels, and then going across the back, and there's a good look at those parallel lines of stitching that we always see on dunks, and that looks nice and clean. And then the stitching on this heel tab is also in wolf gray. It spells out Nike, and that looks nice. The tongue is your standard nylon tongue, nothing out of the ordinary there, but the majority of the tongue is that wolf gray color, and it's got that dark obsidian color piping going around the edges. The tag is dark obsidian, and it's got Nike branding in that wolf gray color. They gave us some flat dark obsidian laces, and I think that looks nice. And then we've got a blue sock liner. Looks like more of that dark obsidian color. And the insole, I believe, is wolf gray, and it's got that retro neon orange Nike emblem down on the insole as well. And actually, they did that Dunk Reserve on sneakers and on the Nike app today. I went for as many as I could order for. My account didn't hit for any, but my wife's account hit for the Panda Dunks in my size. And that's a pair that I've been trying to get for a long time. I don't know how many times I've gone after them, but I'm pumped to hit on them. But have a good one.